Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the American Dota League. We've got Pain Gaming International against Artyk Gaming. Of course, Artyk Gaming going up against Pain Gaming Brazil last game and had a very good game. Pain Gaming, some would call it a throw. I would say that they just ran out of time with their pushing strategy, and with Artyk's superior carry lineup, they absolutely dominated in the mid to late stages of the game. Once again, thank you for joining us here on the American Dota League. My name is Mont. I am standing in for AC. And for those of you that are screaming in chat, where's AC? AC's in DreamHack, so I'll be standing in for him for today, potentially next week for a day as well. But hopefully you guys can enjoy my casting. Hopefully I can live up to your expectations. If not, then I apologize in advance for any cause and damage I might do to your ears. With that being said, this is, I guess, best of two between these two teams, Pain Gaming and Artyk. They've got two games right against each other back to back. So, not a best of three, sort of a best of two, not really sure. Either way, both teams going up against each other. We're going to see the Bat Rider and Darkseer ban from Artyk, pretty standard, and the IO ban from Pain Gaming International. Now they just need to choose, is it going to be the Nature's Prophet, is it going to be the Nakes, is it going to be the Lone Druid? Those are the three that I could think of right off the top of my head, and those are probably the three that'll, one of them. Oh, alright, you know, that's fair. I'd say Nagasiren's a fair pickup for a ban. I mean, we saw how good Smash can be with that Nagasiren, but Smash is not here apparently, as we do have Masoku. He's back. He wasn't there previously in the last game. Gyrocopter once again picked up by Artyk, and Daiko played it very well. So Pain Gaming International, they're going to have their hands full with that. We'll see what kind of lineup they want to go. And the initiation route is generally what Pain Gaming likes to go. They like to just sort of get the jump on the opposing team, and they do that by getting the clockwork here in the first two picks, maybe even picking up a puck as well for DDX, or something that DDX can initiate well with. They're going to go with the Lifestealer and the Visage, and that's not quite the initiation that I was talking about. And Lifestealer, especially with the open moves, you can't really initiate as well with him anymore. Visage as well, I mean, you could go for the Grave Chill, and you can get a stun with them familiar, but I was thinking more along the lines of that clockwork, which is still able to be picked up, but if I was on the side of Artyk here, I would definitely ban out the clockwork. Because Pain Gaming probably will take that. So, with that being said, thank you for joining me in chat. I had a lot of fun talking to you guys when we were paused. I know a lot of you don't know me. A lot of you, our Spanish audience, if you will, have not had the familiarity with me. If you're looking for a resume, I've casted Killing Spree North America, Ray Call EMS1 America, GEST, and many other things. I've been doing this for a while. Artyk with the Invoker Respect ban, as Aosin pointed out to me yesterday, or 2 days ago as it were, as DDX is an amazing Invoker player. And in chat in the lobby, he was DDX was flaming Pink, fullback, his teammates saying that he's like, he's not sure why he won't pick Invoker. He's afraid of the free win, I guess, is what DDX said. So, a little bit of trolling action there on his own teammates. The Rubik pickup from Artyk. Yeah, Jaro Rubik is exactly what they picked up last game. Misko, please get levels and experience this game. He had a 4-staff and he was like level 8 still. I didn't understand. I was just like, how is this happening? At the same time, though, he did a very good job getting some nice telekinesis off early on. And the Bane ban coming out from Pain Gaming International. The next ban will be the last ban of this ban phase, as of course 6.78 has brought about many, many changes, the pick ban phase being one of them. So Artyk, they're going to go ahead and ban out the hashtag win rate protector. So there is that. Alright. And 4 more picks to go. There's the clockwork that I was talking about. Either DDX or Aftershock can play this. DDX can play it mid because DDX is their mid, and they can send clockwork mid. We've seen that a lot, actually. And he went up against, I believe, a Kunkka in the first game today. Yeah, Pain Gaming International versus, I believe it was Smeagol was the first game. Pain Gaming International, they went down to Smeagol. Smeagol, of course, formerly known as Fnatic in A, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's sort of a broken version of Fnatic in A. Artyk, of course, they have a pick. What's it going to be? It could be a support, like the Nyx Assassin, which is what Fallen played in the previous game. Would be very interesting pickup to see that. And yeah, 1 minute and 24 seconds left. I mean, I would be surprised to see them not go for Nyx Assassin. It worked so well for them in the previous game. Fall played it really well. But they might want to try a different strategy here. But, like, it would be the same exact strategies they just played in the previous game, which, I mean, maybe Pain Gaming International is probably ready for, considering the amount of time they've had to prepare. No, they're going to go for the Jakiro, which is just as good of a pickup. Well, he's a very good support. Not quite as great of a ganker, but participates a lot more in team fights than I think the Nyx Assassin does, because Nyx Assassin is just going to impale Mana Burn and like Spike Carapace and Vendetta, which is a lot of damage, but that's a lot of single target damage. Macropyre, on the other hand, especially when leveled up, is very good. Windrunner, did not expect to see that coming out from Pain Gaming International. That could be one of their supports, could be one of their offlaners, could be one of their mid laners. Windrunner has that versatility, albeit she's not seeing a whole lot competitively just because Shackle Shot's kind of hard to hit, and Windrunner, of course, the power shot is very nice to have as well. And Artyk has a pickup. We're going to see what it is. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 more games today, including this one. So this one, and then the rematch, Pain Gaming International against Artyk. So 103 left here for Artyk. We'll see what they want to go. The Storm Spirit coming out from Artyk. Very interesting. Very, very interesting pickup there. That's going to be their mid-hero, and that's going to provide a lot of mobility for them as well. And that's really nice to have, especially against a lineup like Clockwork. I mean, you can ball lightning out of the cogs, and that's very necessary to do. So initiating on Storm Spirit is going to be very difficult, and I think that's a very smart pickup for Artyk Gaming. The Furion ban and then the Lanaya ban coming out from the side of Artyk. Don't want to give up that Templar Assassin. And the Invoker, of course, is not available for Pain Gaming International. But what about the Puck? Then again, against that Storm Spirit, I mean, you can ball lightning away from the Dream Coil. You'll get stunned, but it doesn't really matter. They're going to go for the Queen of Pain anyways, which is sort of, it does a lot of damage, I think. A lot of AoE damage early on. This is a very mid-game, heavy fight lineup here for Pain Gaming International. And we saw in the previous game, it's not quite as push-heavy like Pain Brazil's lineup was, but Artyk, they've pretty much got the same lineup. Of course, they subbed out the Jakiro and the Storm Spirit. And then now we'll see what they want to go in terms of offlaner. Syllabear is not available, as it has been banned out from Pain Gaming International.
Reserve time.
And they will go into reserve time. And they're going to just take some time here, think about really what they want to pick up.
Weaver.
And it's going to be the Weaver. That's probably going to be a solo safe lane Weaver, Jaro, Rubik, Jakiro, tri-lane, unless they want to put Weaver in a tri-lane. But Weaver does well in getting levels early on. 999 going on that Windrunner. Looks like that's going to be support. Aftershock's going to be support Clockwork. DDX is going to be on the Quinnipian. So, yeah, I mean, I can see where this lineup is going to go. I'll wait until we jump into the game. Hopefully we don't have so many pauses. As much as I like talking with you guys in chat, I don't think I can stand for another, you know, super long pause again and have to deal with you guys wondering if I lift or not. The answer is yes. So here we go, jumping into the game. On the side of Pain Gaming International, not to be confused with Pain Gaming Brazil, DDX on the Queen of Pain, 9999 on the Windrunner, Aftershock in on the Clockwork. We're going to see TT will be up on the Visage, and fullback will be on the Lifestealer. Meanwhile, on the side of Artyk, we've got Daiko up on the Weaver. Fallen's going to be up on the Storm Spirit. He's going to be heading mid. Misoku will be on the Jakiro. Mihawk's on the Gyrocopter. And we'll see Misko on the Rubik again. Alright, so actually they're not going to do an aggressive tri-lane. They're going to do a defensive one and send Daiko up top. And this is a defensive tri-lane coming up from fullback TT as well as 9999. And they have sentries here too. So this is maybe... It should be okay for Daiko because a lot of this revolves around the Shackle Shot going. The Grave Shield's not going to matter once he's Shikuchi'd for Daiko. And the same with open wounds. It's really going to come down to a really well-placed shackle shot. And even then, that shackle shot at level 1 is only about a second and a half. So Shikuchi, I think, is going to provide a lot of mobility for Daiko. And Daiko will be just fine, I think, in this lane. Windrunner has reconnected to the game. We will go, so it's not going to be a super long pause. So Misoku is going to be going, and it looks like he's got a stand-in tag on. Very interesting. It looks like Artyk's switching up their lineup a little bit. So Misoku is going to be sort of supporting with that Jakiro. Mihawk's going to be on the gyrocopter this time around. It was Daiko last time around. Misko, of course, on the Rubik again, and he needs to get some levels, and he'll be able to do so because they're not going to... This camp's going to be not warded, probably. I mean, he doesn't even have wards, so he's not even going to go for that. So all these camps are going to be available. No problem. And so the game will start momentarily. Just waiting on the buzzer to sound, if you will, the horn, if you will, as Daiko looking up at the top rune spot here, at the bottom rune spot. Aftershock, going for Cogs first. Cogs can do a very nice job, of course, just blocking the creep wave. I saw something very interesting. You cog like right here, and then you open up this cog, and they like try to run around. It was actually pretty cool. Apparently Rattlesnake did that in one of the games in the qualifiers for TI3, as Aosin was explaining to me. Aftershock's going to back off. He's not going to want to contest this. Misoku can definitely go Ice Path first, and that means he'll get the double damage, or just at least, you know, make sure that he's right on top of it. He will pick it up. Looks like he might want to go mid here, and DDX could be in trouble. He did go dual breath first, so Misoku actually checked the Roche Pit real quick. There is this Radiant Ward, so this is going to give them vision. And I'm not sure what Misoku's doing. Just pulling the Roshan out of the cave, for whatever reason. Meanwhile, Misko coming mid, trying to go onto DDX here. He's got telekinesis. They're just going to right-click right now. And Misoku says bug. So he will pause. He will reconnect to the game in just a moment. Not sure what that means. I'm not sure how he's bugged, but he's reconnected, so not a big deal there. So right now there's a duel in mid. This is going to provide significantly less experience if they keep this here, if Misko decides to stay around. And he certainly can. And DDX, well, that's going to be tough for him. He does have that high ground vision right now, and he's going to be able to deny just as well. But 2 less, he's going for Fallen already. What it's going to come down to is how everyone can do in the offlane, I think. Aftershock's going to have a tough time because that homing missile, I think, was skilled up first from Mihawk. Yeah, and that's difficult. And that allows for Misoku to essentially just be very, very, very effective. But 999's actually rotated down here as well. So dual lane versus dual lane mid, I guess, for the time being. And 999's going to head back up top. But Misoku, Daiko's actually not getting any experience in comparison to Aftershock, who's at level 2 right now. And Daiko can't even get close, surprisingly enough. And I'm not sure if that's because Fullback already did some damage to him. He doesn't have any kills. He's just kind of sitting here. Now he's going to get in range of course, the Lifestealer. And he can be a little bit more effective now. Lifestealer's just going to go right to him and right-click him. You can see how squishy Daiko is, and he's not using his Shikuchi as much as you think he might. Fullback actually doesn't have Rage yet, so he can not avoid that damage. Not that it matters anyway. That Rage is... You got to time it perfectly if he's going to Shikuchi. But Fullback's getting some decent farm, but so is Fallen. Fallen right now is sitting at 7. The Queen of Pain at 5, so DDX... not too far behind. I mean, it really doesn't matter when it comes down to it. Like, the early game stages of who gets what in terms of last hitting, it does set up the stage a little bit later on for, you know, who's going to be in the, who's going to have the most power later on in the game. But there are big changes that can happen, you know, big plays. Like if DDX had dove a little bit further there and Fallen gotten a kill, if Misko was going to get a telekinesis. So these are all big ifs. And in fact, this is it right now. Telekinesis on DDX. He's going to blink forward, but only onto the high ground right now, and they won't get the kill. DDX will grab his bottle right now. Misoku has, by the way, oh, Misoku looking for the courier. He's going to grab it. Now they're going to go on the side of DDX. He can't blink. DDX is going to go down. That's first blood, and that's what I'm talking about. Misko is going to grab it. So DDX, they are just giving him absolutely no room, and he's dead. And that's a courier dead, too. And that is exactly what you wanted to see if you're on the side of Artyk. I mean, that is a big pickup, not only just because they got first blood, but that courier is going to give them a lot of gold as well. And they've already got a 1,000 gold lead just because of that and the first blood. But that could change. I mean, it's still very early on into the game. 9 last hits going for fullback, but 15 down to the bottom lane for Mihawk. So he's doing very well in that gyrocopter. He needs to. Aftershock's level 2, almost level 3. Daiko trying to block this creep wave. He's only at level 1, so Daiko's actually having a tough time. 999 is just going to harass him there. And he's not using his Shikuchi, and he could avoid a lot of these hits and maybe waste a little bit less regen, but DDX, I think, at this point, I don't want to say he's lost mid, but without that courier to Crow, and with the level advantage going to Fallen, it's going to be very difficult for him to get back into a good position in this laning stage, especially if Misko stays around. But he's only level 2. That gives a lot of experience for Masoku. And this is interesting how they're just doing these dual lane strats. There's the blink. They want that telekinesis still. Misko going to look for it. Nope, just going to cancel that bottle. There's the Scream of Pain. Misko's got to back off now. Of course, that Stifling Dagger went on to Fallen. Not Stifling Dagger, the Shadow Strike, excuse me. Stifling Dagger's Phantom Assassin. Not sure why I forgot that. Daiku will back off. Down to the bottom lane. Mihawk, Wraithband. Masoku's already got boots and, of course, the wards and everything like that. A lot of that coming from the courier, the byproduct of that. And they'll probably go ahead and, well, Aftershock's going to grab this Invis Rune. And I'll see him and just hit it. And also break that clarity that I had on him. But that really doesn't matter. Fallen taking some damage from DDX. And DDX is pretty far behind right now. He's got 7 CS in comparison to 20 for Fallen. They really wanted Fallen to do well. And he's doing very well for himself. Luckily, they've got the Nyx. Meanwhile, Shikuchi is actually doing some damage to 999. He would run away. So Daiko finally using that Shikuchi and using, of course, that Gymnid attack just to be a little bit more annoying. Meanwhile, there's the open wounds. Daiko in some trouble. There's the Sentry Ward. Nice Shackle Shot. Daiko's going to go down. And the Soul Assumption from TT will get the kill. So Daiko, I was just talking about how he's starting to be more aggressive there. And that actually does not pay out well for him in the end. He, like that Shackle right under that tree. Just absolutely... really frustrating for him, I'm sure. DDX now starting to get a little bit more room. Misko's starting to stack Ancients, it looks like, which is definitely smart, considering you really need to do that until Gyrocopter grabs the Helm of the Dominator. And by the way, he's not going for phase, which you see a lot lately. He's actually going for Treads and a Wraithband, so wants to just go for that quicker attack speed. Doesn't want to have to go for Drum, as no one's going to be picking that up. Fullback and everyone else are going to be tanking this up. Meanwhile, another kill on DDX. I missed the action there in mid. And Misko's going to grab that kill. So Misko has been very, very effective grabbing these kills right now. And that's going to provide him almost level 4 right now. And the experience lead should be going to the side of Artyk Gaming, and it absolutely is. Aftershock's going to go ahead and try to steal some of this farm. That's not going to happen. Experience lead just barely, actually, for Pain International. Gold lead, 1,500 gold. Fullback taking a lot of damage here. Fullback needs to back off. Shikuchi, he needs to rage now, and he will do so. Pop up the salve, and Daiko knows not to chase that. And that was the exact time that he needed there. And down to the bottom lane. By the way, those are the phase boots done for the Nyx. 744 gold for the Clockwork. Let's see if he wants to go for the Arcanes. Sometimes you do see the phase boots go for the Clockwork, but I think Arcanes are probably the smart decision, as he's not going to go for a bottle at least. This has been stacked, looks like twice? Yeah, so 2 stacks there. And that's going to be real nice for Mihawk when he can get enough room to farm that, and enough damage, by the way. And he, well, mid, big action there. Misko gonna get that kill with Fallen getting that DD, but now a rotation coming through from TT, but no one else is there, so they pick up the Queen of Pain once again, and DDX is just in so much trouble right now. His CS is sitting only at 15, 33 going for Fallen, and he's pretty far behind in terms of experience too. Level 6 4, of course. Fallen, level 5 for DDX, and he's probably not close to 6 either. Here comes DDX. He's trying to get some experience, and it looks like Fallen wants to go ahead and just try to pick somebody off here, and potentially could be DDX, but there's 2 heroes here right now. TT is one of them. He's going to grab wards as well. Fallen's going to roam back around on the backside. Potentially they can go on him here. They have Grave Chill if they wanted to use that, but it's not going to happen. But that's where most of the action's been happening, and I just want to keep my eyes on mid, as I've been missing a lot of it there. And Daiko is going to take some more right-click damage. Alright, up in the top lane, Daiko. Well, he's starting to get some farm now, and well, just trying to get some regen, and he's level 4, so he's doing okay for himself. Meanwhile, fullback, looking to go right on top of him. There goes the Shikuchi right now. They don't have a Sentry Ward, it doesn't look like, so just trying to right-click him down. Fallen's getting some more room to farm again. DDX here waiting, just kind of sitting. Just wants to get some sort of CS if he can. And TT is, like, he's roamed down, and he's going to stay here permanently. And Misko's going to continue to just stack these Ancients for, of course, the Gyrocopter, who has 43 CS. The Nyx not too far behind. Daiko, of course, going to go ahead and just use his Shikuchi. Looks like fullback wanted to do some damage there. Now, Shadow Strike onto Fallen. Scream of Pain as well onto Fallen, but not taking a whole lot of damage from that. He's got that Null Talisman finished as well as the treads. Top rune, it is bottom. Aftershock, he's just holding on to this. He wants to make sure that DDX can get it. Roaming through is Masoku. Masoku wants to maybe hit an Ice Path here. Aftershock, he doesn't have 6 yet. There's the Ice Path. Nice cogs. And DDX will go ahead and pick up that regen rune. Top lane. Fullback taking a lot of damage. The Geminate attack. Fullback, he's going to go down solo. Daiko's going to pick up that kill. I'm not sure how that happened, but the Shikuchi just working so well for him now. And they were afraid to play aggressively with it earlier, and he actually went down because he played a little too aggressively, but Daiko now picks up that kill. Very nice kill for him. Now 2 roaming through mid. Masoku and, of course, Misko are here now. TP coming back in. They want to go. Telekinesis on DDX. Into the Ice Path. Here comes the pull. DDX in some trouble. DDX is going to fall. Soul Assumption maybe. TT, he's going to try to get out. Ball Lightning. There's the slow going in. TT's in some trouble. He'll fall down. Double kill for Fallen. No pun intended. And Fallen is looking so strong right now. He's going to be going for that Orchid Malevolence. He's picking up the Robe of the Magi. Going to go ahead and just drop that stuff so his regen's a little bit quicker. Look at that. Look at those plays. Just dropping the items just to make his regen just a little bit faster. And, of course, with the Nates going down, he misses time to farm. Mihawk has yet to, of course, miss farm here, but here comes DDX. Oh, they just obliterated him with Sonic Wave. All he's just DDX just blinks here and just like, nope, you're dead. That's a Sonic Wave right to the face. So Mihawk getting a little too, I guess, passive. Now Smoke, they want to go mid, it looks like. Or at least look for somebody in the jungle. They just used that hook shot, so that's not available. They just used the Sonic Wave, so that's not available. But they've got Soul Assumption, and that's really all you need when you think about it. And if they get this kill, it'll also probably provide level 6 for TT, or at least close to it anyway. And Fallen, he doesn't have a whole lot of mana left, so... I mean, this is prime target here. And he's got, like, 1 Ball Lightning. Spear and Pain, Shadow Strike. They got to cut off the other path here, and that's exactly what they're doing. You can see TT trying to chase after. And Fallen, he's going to go to the low ground right now. Aftershock, Battery Assault, Ice Path. Nicely done. Soul Assumption, that'll grab the kill. Vicious gets it. There's like Delta Force positioning right there. Aftershock, however, he's going to get Telekinesis brought back. But not enough. They have an Ice Path available. There it goes. And it's going to land on Aftershock. His team needs to help him. The Fade Bolt's going to go. And that might be the end of the chase there. Nope. Pain's going to go on the chase. There's the Shadow Strike. Masoku. Soul Assumption's going to go. Masoku taking a lot of damage. The cogs are going to go right now. Aftershock very low in health, but he'll survive. Lifestealer, meantime, getting a kill up in the top lane. DDX still going on Misko. Misko, he's going to fall down maybe. No, he picks up the kill, and the Clockworker was following too far behind. And the Fade Bolt went and got the kill. Or too close behind, excuse me. So 8-6. Now a Ball Lightning. He wanted that pull going in on that Queen of Pain, who did head home. Or, excuse me, the... was it the Queen of Pain? I believe it was. Actually TP'd back to the tier 1. DDX getting chased. No mana here. Now 999 is here. And they take that bottom tower, by the way. And that's Gyrocopter getting more farm. He's got that Helmet of the Dominator, so now they don't even need... Oh, meanwhile, pull on 999 or... And Fallen taking a lot of damage from, of course, those Familiars. Shackle Shot, not going to latch. Familiars trying to get these guys to stun him, but the Ball Lightning going again, the Flare. And Fallen's pretty much out of mana right now, so they can't really do anything else here. And they got that kill on Weaver solo, by the way. While that was happening, Lifestealer picked up that kill on the Weaver up in the top lane. His drums are done, and a Magic Wand on top of that, because why not? Magic Wands are pretty useful, just ask Harry Potter. Infest, gonna get him back to full health, and Daiko's like, alright. Well, that hurt a little bit. Ping's on mid lane right now. That is 999 pinging, saying maybe they want to try to push mid here. They have 2 tier 1 towers gone, and it looks like Artyk wants to go for another one here. Pain International, they're a little far behind here. Only 1,000 in terms of experience, but 4,000 in gold. Meanwhile, Grave Chill. Ice Path's going to hit on TT. He's in some trouble right now. There's the Soul Assumption. But here come the Familiars. A lot of damage. Masoku's going to fall at least. They will pick up the kill on the Visage right now, but here comes DDX, the Shadow Strike. Misko, no Sonic Wave, not enough mana. The Weaver, right here. They know where he is. Sonic Wave going, the pull coming through. Fallen trying to help out. Fullback. Open Moon's on Fallen. Fallen trying to Ball Lightning away. He's got no more mana. Fullback's going to pick up that kill. Now Misko. Smoke. That's actually going to work. Meanwhile, Cogs going. Where's that going? Nobody there. Misko. Oh, the Flare picks up the kill. Nicely done from Aftershock. They pick up a bunch of kills. They do lose. Of course, DDX. Here's Daiko going on through. Masoku's back into the fight. The Familiars maybe going to fall on the ground. There they go. There's the stuns, the open wounds. The stuns are so good. The flare. Misoku in some trouble. Misoku's going to fall down. Killing spree for fullback. And Daiko's got to back off now with his drums done. He's actually no boots, by the way. Just straight up drum. So that's interesting. It's very interesting. Treads are done for the Rubik. Interestingly enough. Meanwhile, Weaver just being annoying. And at some point, you're going to have to imagine Pain International is going to buy a Gem of True Sight. It's going to happen. Mid lane, Fallen, trying to go after Aftershock. Aftershock is going to go ahead and cog up, but that's not going to save his life. But that Sonic Wave might. Fallen, he's going to go down. A trade there, 1-for-1 trade. But DDX starting to get experience, starting to get kills, doing exactly what he needs to do. Because, of course, he didn't get CS. That didn't happen. He's up to 44 now. Meanwhile, top lane, spell stolen. Probably Soul Assumption, I'd say. Yeah, wow, that's a big spell to steal. That's a huge spell. So that's very nice for Misko to have. And he's already at the max level that he was in the previous game, by the way. And that was like a 30-minute game. Meanwhile, this guy's been just unchecked farming down bottom lane. And he's got something flying out to him, by the way. It is an Ogre Club, so it's the start of a BKB. DDX, he was thinking about going bottom, not going to happen. DDX is going to just stay right there, and Misoku's going to come in and maybe get obliterated by a double damage Queen of Pain, possibly. Yep, there it goes. There's the DD. Shadow Strike, Scream of Pain. And the hook shot just to stop it. Nice hook shot from Aftershock, just to make sure he cannot get that TP out. Nice gank there. And the hook shot will be down for 62 seconds, but that's not long of a cooldown or anything. Meanwhile, top lane, a lot of action going here. Daiko just barely missing getting shackled there. Fade Bolt coming through. Familiar's taking a lot of damage. Soul Assumption available. Soul Assumption is going to go right back into fullback, and now they know that they have that there. Flare's coming out. Doing some damage to Misko as well as Mihawk. Roaming through in mid. Fallen's died a few times recently. He does have that Oblivion Staff, so he's going to be going for that Orchid Malevolence. So the game a little bit even. I do want to check out the graphs while we've got a second, and not current gold. Well, actually, current gold. You can see that, but no. Where's Y? Oh, meanwhile, action. Shackle Shot not latching there. There's the net worth chart.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
0 experience difference. 4,000 gold lead for Artyk still, however. So Pain playing behind a little bit in terms of their items right now. However, the Lifestealer is starting to get pretty farmed here. He's pretty buff. He's going to have his armlet very soon. Just needs that recipe. Mech's pretty close to being done for Aftershock as well. He just needs the headdress and the recipe for that as well. Power Shot's going to go ahead and push this back. There's the time lapse going through just in case he was going to get initiated on. Aftershock down to the bottom lane, continuing to farm away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Sentry
attack.
wards are up for Visage here. So right now, I guess they just want to get fullback farm, I think. They realize that he's one of their only chances to really get back into this game. Not that they're super out of it yet, but with Fallen getting that Orchid Malevolence going very quickly, they could potentially start picking off DDX a lot more. They can obviously stop Aftershock from initiating if they can catch him out. And they can just make, of course, the Nyx's life living hell if they can get some more items here on the side. Like, especially like the Gyrocopter just doing that physical damage, and once he gets that BKB, and he can actually farm these Ancients, which he might have already. Someone did, anyway. Probably him. Something on the courier's flying out. Nothing there. So this top lane is where the action's been recently, but now Fallen's pushing into that mid lane. There is no tier 2 tower or anything like, or tier 1 tower. Top lane, they really want this tower here. Daiko's done a nice job of defending it. Still doesn't have boots, because why not? I mean, you don't need boots when you got Drums of Endurance. And you might not, actually. I don't know. That could, I mean, that could be some new found meta thing that I'm not really sure about. There's the Clockwork. They know he's there now. Daiko can just time-lapse out of a hook shot, unless they lock him down here. Infest now, they saw that. They saw that Infest onto the side of Aftershock. So they're going to be playing very far back, but it doesn't matter. The Infest opening on Misko. Misko's in some trouble. He's going to go down, but now Daiko might be next. They need to use that Soul Assumption. He's got no mana for time-lapse, by the way. Running very far away right now. Shackle, shackle, shackle. No, not going. There's the time lapse. Just had enough mana for it right now, and he will back off. But now, of course, the Familiar is doing damage. Shackle shot. It does latch. The Sonic Wave, the power shot, and the kill from DDX. They do get the kill on that ever elusive, oh so annoying freaking Weaver. Pain take care of it. Now they're going to take care of the top tower, but bottom tower also going down. Fallen doing a good job. They've got a fortification. Will they use it is the question. Mihawk's here. Masoku's here. It's going to go. Gyrocopter's going to take that tower. They're going to take a tier 2 for a tier 1 right now. Fortification's still available, by the way. They want to keep going, but here's the TPs now coming out on the Radiant side. They're going to want to try to stop this. Fullback using his rage. They want it back, maybe. Fullback can turn his arm on. They can maybe fight this potentially. No, they will back off here. At least wait for the next creep wave. So, interesting trade. That's still going to have a nice experience or gold lead now going for Artyk, but it does drop a little bit. The experience lead is 2,000 now, going for Pain International. So, and that BKB very close to being done for Mihawk. And once he gets that, this stack is gonna. Well, that stack actually might provide enough gold for that BKB. We'll see. It should be very close if it's not enough. So, and yeah, I mean, well, we're here. Dota 2, the American Dota League. Both teams playing very well. And Mihawk looking to get his BKB. Consider that his 4-iron. His go-to club of choice. And yeah, the BKB's done actually. So look at that. Yeah, the BKB's done. So I don't know what I was thinking there. I thought he had to farm this, but he's not going to go ahead and do that. Oh, and the familiars can actually stack this too, which is very interesting. I completely forgot about that. But then again, they're on the opposing team, so they're just going to scout that out and realize that there is a stack there. Try to go for the stack and maybe contest it. Daiko looks like he will be going for a Lincoln Sphere. I'm not 100% sure, though. He's got a Ring of Health. He's got a Belt of Strength. He's going to be going for Treads. Yeah, I mean, he needs boots. Eventually. But here comes the push from Pain. They want the tier 1. And, yeah, I mean, these familiars do so well against towers. They're going to go away. For the time being, the Swarm flying out. Silence on the fullback. There's that Orca Malevolence. Screamer Pain's going to go. Fullback taking some damage. That Silence still going. There's the call down right now. The Black Cannon's going to hit nobody. They take the tower. There's the Infest. Rage is available. The Open Wounds is going to go. Soul Assumption doing a lot of damage to Mihawk. Huge Ice Path onto 2 right now. Telekinesis on the fullback. Nice Aftershock initiation, but there he's taking a lot of damage. Micro Power on the ground. And the Sonic Wave going. Who's going to live? Who's going to die? Mihawk's picking everybody off, but 999 stun. He's going to try to take off Mihawk. Mihawk will go down. A 3-for-3 trade in the end. Now, Misko. Here comes Fallen as well. A 4-for-3 trade. Somehow, I didn't miss a second of that action. I don't know what just happened, but I think I got everything right there. I'm pretty sure. That was an amazing fight. Not for like one specific team or another, but just in general. The amount of crap that happened in that fight was outstanding. Like, it was every ultimate, followed up by every ability you can imagine. And that was with only like 4 heroes there for Artyk up until a certain point. And now that brings the experience lead for Pain back down a little bit to 1,000, so very close for Artyk. And the gold lead, that I feel like that should give them more, but they did exchange a lot of kills there, so it's going to stick at 2,000. But
gratitude.
Yeah, well, chat, that was exciting. If that didn't get your juices flowing, you need to find a new game and or a new caster. You know, I could be at fault, I'm not sure. And the Orchid is done for DDX, by the way. Now they're going to just try to defend top here, and then they don't want to have that same thing happen. He's going to go for Basher, by the way. I like this pickup here for fullback. It's going to allow him to lock down, and especially if he can get that Abyssal Blade, get that freaking annoying Fallen or Daiko, just stop them from moving. That's what he wants to do. Just bash them into the ground, essentially. Telekinesis on fullback, but here comes the rest of the team. The Silence going in. Fallen Silence. Scream of Pain. Fallen's taking a lot of damage. Fallen's going to go down first. The Soul Assumption. He's down. Macro Pyro on the ground. BKB for Mihawk right now. Next going. Masoku is next. They're going to fight 3v everything. Mihawk's going, though. Fullback and Mihawk going against 1-1. Mano and Mano. Meanwhile, Daiko picking up a kill. 3 down somehow on the side of Pain International. Fullback has to back off. DDX is nowhere near this fight as he chased way too far on something. Now Daiko. There's the Rage, fullback, taking a lot of damage, the armlet toggle, and somehow that fight goes okay for Artyk despite losing 3 heroes. That actually is a 3-for-3 trade. But DDX, he's not done yet. He's got his Orca Malevolence. Who are they going to go on? There's the stun. What's going to be? They have to wait 6 seconds for that Sonic Wave to be up, and now they'll back off. Will they go in on this? They want to go in on this. Mihawk doesn't have his BKB. Here they go. Blink. Silence. Sonic Wave. They pick up the kill. Now Open Wounds on Mihawk, so it's a 4-for-3 trade in the end. They want to kill this. That might kill DDX. Oh, it just barely goes down before he gets there. Unbelievable. These are some excellent, excellent fights. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now. Some excellent fights.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Fallen picking off fullback. So in the end, it's a 4-for-4 trade.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Alright, down in the bottom lane. Oh, Misko, he's alive. 999, and oh, the shackle shot. Misko, no! He's gonna fall. Clockwork picking up the kill. Misko, no, but now with TP, the fortification, they want to try to defend this. The Weaver's coming in. I don't know if they really can do anything with just the Weaver. He's going to Shikuchi, and you could see 999 on the backside. He wants this tower. He wants this tower. He wants this tower. He's not going to get it. Weaver will deny it. And 999 just hesitated a little too long there, unfortunately. Oh, man. This is a great game so far. I'm enjoying this. It's you don't know which way it's gonna. It's like a exciting, suspenseful thrill movie. You know what I'm talking about? Experience is even. Gold 3,000 now for Artyk. So everything's been. The tides have been turning. The tides of darkness, if you will. It's a really good game, by the way. It's Warcraft 2. DD 999. Pick that up. Pick that up. He's got it. Not a problem. I'm forgetting a 9 each time, but I hope you guys don't mind that. Fawn looking to pull 999 in, and silence. Not the best idea there. He's going to try to win run away. He's not going to make it. Fawn's going to go ahead and grab that kill with, of course, that Orc and Malevolence doing so much damage. They were grouped up around Roche. It looked like they wanted to do Roche. Meanwhile, Aftershock blinking in, or excuse me, hookshotting in, but there's the call down. Not going to hit anything, so there goes that. The BKB's done as well. Do they want to keep fighting? DDX in some trouble. There's the Infest, the Ice Path onto DDX. He's taking a lot of damage. DDX is going to fall. Fullback's coming through. Meanwhile, here they go. Soul Assumption. Mihawk, he's going to fall down. Double kill for Fullback, but here comes Fallen coming in as well. Looking for an Orchid, but he's taking a lot of damage. Soul Assumption cannot get it off. Fallen getting another kill. He's got a killing spree right now. Now they're going to back off. They want to go on the Weaver. Here they go. Fallen and Masoku, they're here. They want to go in Fullback, but where's the rest of the team? Silence on Fullback. The Ice Path. Fullback in some trouble. Fullback's going to fall as well. And these fights are just so trade. It's so tradey, if that's a word. I guess that's not a word, but whatever. And it's up. So 3,000 experience lead going for Artyk right now. 4,000 gold lead. So yeah, wow, that last fight, that last engagement within the past 2 minutes gave them like 2,000 extra experience. It's been a pretty great, I think, few minutes for the side of Artyk. And even though they lost Mihawk there, he's still got a decent amount of money before he died. There's something at the secret shop. I'm not sure what it's there to purchase. Well, I guess, oh, it's going to be a Demon Edge. I think they want to go right into that MKB for the side of the Gyrocopter, then go for Butterfly afterwards. And that's like a pretty typical build now. And whenever you say standard, a lot of people think that's just, you know, that's what is considered boring, but that's what a lot of people do nowadays. It's not boring, it's just that's what the actual build is, I think. So I believe this is going to be a Demon Edge. No, it's going to be a Voidstone. Alright, I was completely wrong. That's fine. He's still got like 20 gold to make it. Alright, no, never mind. He's not going to go for an MKB yet. Oh, well, maybe he'll like do it later, I'm hoping. But now, Pain doing the smart thing. They have this Medallion of Courage on TT, which makes this a quick Roche. They need to get Fullback there, but here comes a smoke gank from Artyk. And they're all gonna converge on this. And Ice Path is gonna be huge here. And he's got a Ghost Scepter as well. And this Sentry Ward's gonna scout things out. Aftershock, he can make the first move here. There's the Swarm. That's a timely pause from DDX. That is a very timely pause. And I gotta say, nothing brings us together like American Dota, either North and South. I enjoy watching all of it. We are, after all, the Americas. We have to fight against the European as well as Chinese overlords for Dota. We gotta come together as a unity. Come on, guys. We can do it. We can pull together. Zero, that was the right picture to post. That's what I was looking for. Nice job. You get a thumbs up from me. Nice Ice Path. I like that. Ball is just like, yeah, it's a pretty good Ice Path. It's pretty good. DDX does reconnect to the game. Alright. Here we go. I'm waiting. The tension is mounting. The anticipation rising. etc., etc. Insert proverb here, I guess. Go, DDX. He's got an ice path, but he will blink out now. Telekinesis on 999. There's the dual breath going in as well. Weaver doing a lot of that damage. Fallen coming in. 999 is going to get to the high ground. There's the mech. The call down going fullback. He needs to rage. No rage. It's on cooldown. Mihawk doing a lot of damage here. So is Aftershock. Now, in some trouble. Pain International. They will pick up a kill. No. Double kill for Mihawk. Mihawk's going to fall, but fullback's still alive. The armlet toggling is not going to matter. 3 down. Buybacks coming in. They need everybody here. Misko up in the high ground. There it goes. Misko taking a lot of damage. Blinking out. TT just trying to go on Misko, but the wind run still going. They pick up that kill. Double kill for Daiko, though. Misoku using that Ghost Scepter. Daiko, they don't have a gem. They're going to pick up the kill. TT with a double kill. Now Daiko, the Sentry Ward on the ground. Fullback. Can he time-lapse? He will. Now, DDX, the silence. Yes. Daiko, the Shadow Strike. It's going to hit. Now, he's in some trouble, but fallen. Daiko trying to get out the Shikuchi. Oh, the Shikuchi just in time. Daiko will make it away. Here's Mihawk. They're going after fullback. Fullback with the armlet, the slow. Fullback's going to make it back to base, but just barely. And I thought for sure they did get Daiko somehow. Queen of Pain got Daiko with the Shadow Strike damage over time. But in the end, a lot of buybacks. The graph really tells me what's going to happen here. And it looks like Artyk won that fight. 5,000, almost 7,500 gold, 7,500 experience. Mihawk's like, let's go for Roche. And no, he doesn't pick up the MKB. He picks up the Yasha, much to my dismay, as I was, you know, I really wanted to see that MKB. So now, and Pain, this is a desperate play, I think, but it's a smart play. I mean, if you get this, it's a risky maneuver, but you've got to take a risk here. Misoku's going to know this is happening. He's going to go in, he's going to throw an ice path, and he's like, oh, look at that, they're roshing. And now, here comes Artyk again, and we've seen this fight before, and now with the Lincolns on top of that. And speaking of Lincolns, items looking good for Pain, but also looking very good for the side of Artyk. And those are some untimely bashes. Wow, he is slowed. He's attacking very slowly. But that is going to be a Roche. It's going to go down. Lifestealer is going to pick up that Aegis. And a Basher. Oh, Aftershock initiating on Misko. Misko getting caught out of position, but no, that's going to be it. 999 trying to get away. The Cog's going. Now Telekinesis. Aftershock might be in some trouble, but he's okay. Meanwhile, 999 getting chased. There comes the Ball Lightning. The silence on 999. The Static Wave. There's the silence on Fallen. The Scream of Pain. Meanwhile, trying to do some damage to Fallen. Fallen, BK beat up. Fallen, he's going to go down. There's the Aegis. No, Fallen's still alive. He will go down, though. In the end, the Aegis is going to be used, however, for that. So the Aegis is gone, but now they want to keep trying to fight here, as a lot of that damage is coming from Fallen. Can they get Misoku? Can they get Misoku? No, they cannot. They use Grave Chill. That's not a stun, obviously. It doesn't work that way. DDX looking to go. Misko, nice use of Cogs. Going to try to TP out. Can he do anything to stop this? It doesn't look like it. No. Cannot get to him. Path coming in an Aftershock right now. Meanwhile, they'll pick off the Radiant Courier. I think that was Daiko's fault. They're going to try to take this tier 2 tower. This is a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if they go for it. 7,500 gold lead now. Going to dip back down a little bit. Aftershock. That's not the best cogs in the world. Telekinesis, silence going in. There's the call down. It's going to hit on fullback. He has, of course, his Rage and his Armlet ready to go. Not using it just yet, but they're backing off. They realize they can't fight this without the Aegis anyway. And they don't have enough items anyways. 30 to 30 is the score, by the way, but the graph tells a much different story. TT in a bad position. Aftershock will TP out. He'll make it. TT might not be so lucky. He is the lamb for the slaughter here. Poor TT will go down, and nothing like taking a bunch of rockets to your face to have a good time. And the question is, Mantis style for Gyrocopter or an MKB? We're going to find out soon. Chat, I hope you're enjoying this game as much as I am. Once again, I am Mott. For those of you that are wondering where AC is, he cannot be here, of course, because he's in DreamHack Sweden, so he's having a good time over there. DreamHack Summer, excuse me. Oh, call down coming in. Sorry, just turned away just for a second. Now a big fight coming in. Fullback taking a lot of damage. He's raged up. Meanwhile, 3 already dead for Pain International. Wow, I missed a lot in that span of 5 seconds. Jeez. That's the last time I look away from the computer to take a drink. Jeez. 999, he's in some trouble. He's bringing Naix back to the well with him. And wow, did Artyk just take a commanding lead after that fight. That's 10,000 plus experience, almost 7,500 gold now, and that's a tier 2 gone. But no fortification, they want to try to defend this, but there's nobody alive just yet. I mean, this should be a tier 2 at least.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Now they want to go for the tier 3. And this is a tough one. DDX, however, he's not alive, and I think he's going to provide a lot of that damage. Fallen going right on in. Silence on the TT. Cooldown's going to go. Full back. He's raged up. Misko in some trouble. Misko taking damage. The right clicks from full back. Open wounds is on him right now. Dual breath going to push everything back. Wow, TT from flat cannon going to go down. Gyrocopter picking up that kill with the flat cannon. 999 backing off. TP now coming in. Buyback coming in from... I thought I heard a buyback. Maybe not. Now they're going to keep trying to chase here, but they're all going to back off. Fallen could ball lightning if necessary. BKB can be used from Gyrocopter, and they will back off here. So very interesting set of fights coming out from the side of Pain International. I kind of wish I caught that other one here, and I'm very sorry that I missed that. Very, very sorry. I just turned away to grab a drink, and it just... Meanwhile, thunder's going on in the background of my home, even though it's completely sunny out. Very interesting.
Do it with flair.
Misko, he's in the mid lane right now. And, well, Misko's doing a lot better this game. If you remember to the past game, Misko only made it to level 8 at about this stage of the game here, and even later on into the stages of the game. He's level 14 now, but he has less farm than he had before, because he had a 4-staff in the other game, but he also picked up a drum this game. He's actually going carry Rubik, it seems. So Daiko up in the top lane. That 4-staff is done. DDX is going to run right into Mihawk. He's just going to throw the Shadow Strike as well as the Sonic Wave, or Scream of Pain, excuse me. Mantis Style Illusion's going to check things out here. Give him the lowdown. So that Mantis done. Now, is it Butterfly or is it MKB? Well, no one's going to be building anything in, like a Butterfly on the side of Pain International, and generally you only get the MKB for either extra damage, which you can get through a Butterfly, or, I mean, yeah, I don't know why I thought he would be building an MKB. That's kind of a stupid statement on my part, so, oh well. Happens from time to time. As a caster, you're liable to make mistakes, and I do so very often, as you just saw in the previous... I'm not sure what Masoku's doing here, but he is actually probably going to live. Yeah, Fallen's going to come through, silence it up. Fallen. Looking to go on Aftershock right now, as there's a helicopter in the background. Aftershock going to go down to Fallen. And I was going to say, I spoke too soon. Nice Shackle shot into Misko right now. The power shot coming through as well. The Soul Assumption, not enough to get that kill, but he will go down. Meanwhile, here comes the fight. BKB's gonna go fullback, can't fight. He's half health right now. Fallen getting chased, or giving chase to TT. There's the pull right underneath that call down. TT's in some trouble. He's gonna go down. The right click will be enough from Mihawk there. There's the Shackle Shot on Daiko, but that Lincoln Sphere, of course, gonna block that. Now Windrun coming through. Silence. Can they get enough damage here? He's got the Sonic Wave, but they needed more. Now is Silence on DDX, and now Daiko will time lapse in. Fallen, of course, using that silence on DDX. He's going to BKB, and they're going to back off now. But Pain International in a position where they are just fighting uphill so much. You can see the levels are very different here. 14,000 net worth. Going for, of course, the Gyrocopter. 13,000 for Fallen. 12,000 for Daiko. Big Shackle shot onto the tree onto Fallen, but where's the follow-up? There isn't any. Fallen taking a lot of damage. Now TP coming in. They want this tier 2. Fallback wants to fight right now. He's going to go on Mihawk. Nice usage of that Mantis Style to disjoint that. Fullback taking a lot of damage. There's the Abyssal Blade onto Mihawk. The power shot as well. Mihawk, fullback gets in trouble. He's going to go down. DDX chasing after Fallen. Fallen is going to take a fall. He cannot get out in time. Mihawk might be next. The Sonic Wave obliterates him right into the face. Daiko giving chase. DDX, he can blink away in any direction he wants to, or he can go for that silence, which is up in 3 seconds. 2 seconds, the Lincolns. Now he's going to use that silence. Daiko still chasing. The silence is going to come in a second. There it is, the silence. There it goes. Now DDX needs to blink out. DDX is going to go down. Aftershock trying to chase. And maybe that was the bad decision there. Yes, the time lapse is going to go. And Daiko will get away. That Weaver's so damn slippery. Meanwhile, you can see a lot of that damage coming through with that Blade Fury, or Blade Mail. not Blade Fury. That's.
Dire's middle
Meanwhile,
barracks are under
this is just going to go down to the mid-racks. Mid-racks are taking a fall. Pain International, they played a great game, and it's not over yet, but if these racks go down, they're going to be in a bad position.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle barracks are
Nice
under
hook shot coming in from Aftershock, but the telekinesis immediately. No cogs going for him. He wants to get him on Masoku, but Aftershock taking a lot of damage. As you can see, Mech's going to go. Nice force set out from Misko, as you can see, and he'll get out of there just in time. Masoku with the Ghost Scepter. He's just going to sit there. Roche spawns in 2 minutes. That's a nice little pop-up, by the way. Masoku getting chased. And he's going to go down just trying to juke through the trees, but they had vision everywhere. The flare, Misko. He's got power shot right now. Full back. He's angry. He wants a kill. Using his phase boots to get closer. Nice force staff onto the other side there. Misko still just juking around. He's got no TP, by the way. This is Benny Hill. Cue the Benny Hill theme right now. Misko. Oh, now he's in some trouble. Now he's dead. And didn't use the Abyssal, but he did get bashed. And a little bit of clowny play there at the end. And they do take the melee racks at least, so there is that. But Roche is up in 2 minutes like you just saw, or a minute 30 at this point. He is going to get that Demon Edge, and maybe we'll go for an MKB. Maybe we'll go for an MKB. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right, Windrun. Well, I mean, Windrunner kind of explodes anyways. Meanwhile, open wounds. Oh, there's the Basher on fall, and he used that BKB, the Abyssal. Now he's going to just try to ball lightning out, and they can't catch him now. That's just too... He has no mana anymore, but it doesn't matter. He's got a lot of regen from that Orca Malevolence, and he's going to keep using it, and he'll survive. They needed to get in that kill, of course, with that Abyssal Blade a little bit earlier, but just not going to happen. So Fallen barely escaping. Just somehow. Masoku going to throw an Ice Path down. Oh, the Sonic Wave coming in from DDX, which I missed. The BKB, now he's going to TP out Masoku. Can't do anything here. Nice stun coming out. He kept chase for a very long time. I got to give it to DDX there. He really wanted that kill. 30 seconds to the Roche respawn. Yes, Fallen is taking many falls. And I promise you, there is no pun intended when I say that. Every fiber in my being. Veil of Discord. That's when you know your Jakiro's farmed. When he's got a Veil. Oh, long-range hook shot from Aftershock right now, but this is dangerous. Masoku can do a lot of damage. Aftershock doesn't seem to be concerned. Doesn't matter. And the Blade Mail for just good measure. Aftershock just says, thank you very much, I'm going to pick up that kill. But if we look at all of the graphs here, still 20,000 experience and 15,000 gold. And Artyk is in one of the best positions they've been in a while. I mean, there's not a whole lot Pain can do at this point. They take another Roche and they get a really great team fight. Yeah, they can win, but they need like 3 of those. They need to take this Roche, survive with that Aegis, keep farming, win fights, take another Roche, which will probably have cheese at that point. That will be the 3rd Roche, I believe. And this one is only the 2nd, as you can see. And it looks like Artyk don't even want to contest it. And the flare will fly out straight from that Roche pit, so it's not obvious that they're doing that or anything. And Daiko, of course, with the MKB, with the Lincoln Sphere, yada yada. And Teal's like, yeah, they're in there, by the way. Well, too late. 4 Step's going to go for the Windrunner right now. That's going to get some experience and gold back into the favor of Pain right now, but they need more than that. As Mihawk is very close to finishing up an MKB. And so the net worth now is starting to get there for fullback. It's at least ahead of course, the Storm Spirit, who's had a tough time recently. And his next item is going to be interesting. I want to see what he wants to build here. Alrighty, looking at, let's look at GPM. We don't see that a lot. 523 for the Gyrocopter. He's doing well. Level 24 for the Weaver, who has not died a whole lot this game, except for earlier on. So, fullback's just going to be content with farming. Those little guys there, they'll go down. Misoku. And every time I hear a ball lighting, I'm just like, where's the action? But, somebody made a good point in chat saying Rapier, and I think that might be a smart pickup for anybody really on the side of Pain International. I think that might be the way to go. But it's going to be an AC, it looks like, or Mjolnir at least. But they're going to go for a smoke gank and try to wrap around top. This could either go really well or really badly. I mean, this is it here. I mean, this is the fight in a nutshell. Here they go. BKB's going to be popped. There's going to be the Shackle Shot. The Infest coming through. The Silence on Fall. And the Abyssal going on Mihawk. They're trying to focus Mihawk down right now. He's got a Manta out. The Call Down's going. Pull going in onto Aftershock right now. He's taking a lot of damage. There. Oh, Sonic Wave doing not a whole lot of damage. 1-for-1. Mihawk does in fact go down, by the way. Fullback still has the Aegis. They can continue to fight. Dash onto Daiko. Daiko taking a lot of damage. He has Time Warp. No, he doesn't. Now buyback from DDX. They want to keep fighting here. Ice Path onto TT. Gonna sort of just recover the retreat path right now. Can they get forward again? They want more here. They're chasing after the wrong hero. They wanted to chase after Fallen right now, but Fallen's way far away, and they could have gotten a lot more. They did get Mihawk. They lost of Aftershock and DDX. So in the end, they got the carry, and Fullback didn't waste his Aegis, but at what cost? Yeah, I mean, at this point, that could have been a really great fight for Pain International. I mean, they had the Sonic Wave, they had a lot of I mean, the damage just wasn't there. They got the kill on Mihawk rather quickly, surprisingly enough, but... Oh, Masoku, you are living dangerously, as he always does. Macro Pyre, Ice Path. Is that Veiled? No. It's a cooldown on that, 30 seconds. And Fallen desperately wants that Scythe of Eyes, and that would be huge to have for anybody on that team. AC or Mjolnir soon to be done, one way or another. Well, soon is a relative term. Courier. This game getting to the later stages, as you can see. People are going to start getting maxed out. Net worth, Weaver's leading the way. Not too far behind is the Gyro and, of course, the Lifestealer. So Weaver pumping out a lot of damage. He's level 25, so he is pretty much maxed. Current gold, and I want to keep buyback up. The only one that has it is the Gyro, and he's not using it yet, as you can see. I mean, he actually just respawned, so... And Smoke of Deceit going in. They want to make sure they get a smoke and try another fight, just like the one they just tried, but... So I want to thank everyone for just joining us. This is the ADL. It's Pain International versus Artyk Gaming. My name is Mont. AC cannot be here tonight. And as I'm talking about this, we have a smoke gank now coming out from the side of Pain Gaming. And going to try to push top is Artyk Gaming. And it's the Clash of the Titans right now. They're splitting up their route. They're going two different directions here. Aftershock, he'll be the one to initiate probably. I don't like the use of that flare. Daiko. They don't have a gem, by the way. Ball Lightning coming in. Silence immediately and Hex up on DDX. That's big. Call down hitting nobody right now. But meanwhile, Mihawk taking a lot of that damage. He's going to Manta out. Aftershock and trying to do enough damage, but two already down. Sonic Wave's going to go. It was actually stolen. Now a mega kill. Double kill for Daiko. Full back. He's in some trouble. He's shackled. That was stolen. The Aegis on the ground. Mitsuko stole like 3 different spells in that fight. There's the Macro Pyre on the ground. Fullback in some trouble. He's going to go down. Fullback's going to fall. That's an entire team up for Pain In. Only for Mihawk. That's all they got out of it. Now this Rax is definitely going to go down here. And maybe the GG is next. But ladies and gentlemen, don't fret. If you enjoyed this game, the same two teams are going to be going at it again in another game in just a moment, if this is in fact GG. But it's not there yet. We could see some buybacks from fortifications. Buyback status, only the Nakes has it here, so looks like they're just going to have to wait to respawn. And Raxes are going to go. Actually, just I think they're talking about what happened to that previous fight into the game in general. And so that will be 2 sets of Raxes. The last one down here, not really touched except for this tier 3. AC is done for the Weaver, by the way. And, yep, maybe they go for the tier 4s at this point. I mean, why not? They've got plenty of time to do it. Tier 4s are going to take some damage here. Visage is out. Not a whole lot they can do with only the Visage. And you can see he's just hiding in the trees right now. Soku is actually canceling that TP for whatever reason. So there goes a tier 3 and a tier 4. Raxes are going down, and no fortifications left. Aftershock's going to hook in. 999 silenced up. Fallen looking for that kill. Fallen going to try to grab it. Oh, boom. Spall Lightnings, and that's easy. Now Sonic Wave going in. Fallen trying to TP out. And the Force Staff and the Sonic Wave will get the kill. The Force Staff from Mitsuko just trying to get him out of position of that Sonic Wave, but not going to happen. Masoku will fall as well. Now Telekinesis. Daiko is going to time-lapse out. Mihawk's making his way. Misko is going to get abyssal, by the way. Daiko, he's going to try to get out. Daiko, does he have a godlike streak going, by the way? We're going to find out. Double kill. No, he's wicked sick right now. He's pretty close. And Daiko will make it out alive, just barely. Grave Chill, he's going to Shikuchi away again. And there's the GG call. Triple kill for Daiko. Daiko's just going absolutely ham. And that was a monster kill before he went down right at the end of that game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a lot of fun, but we've got one more to go. Stick around. Check out AmericanDotaLeague.com. Check out Twitch.tv/AmericanDotaLeague. Thank you to all our viewers in-game and out-of-game and chat. Shoutouts to chat. Shoutouts to the mods in chat. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy the cast, please go ahead and follow me at MontDota2. It's Twitter.com/MontDota2. And it's the same for my Twitch as well. So go ahead and do that, please, if you enjoyed my casting. Give me some critiques, of course, in the chat. What you liked, what you didn't like. Some thought processes on that would be nice. Anyways, we're going to jump into the next game in just a moment. And you know what time it is. We'll be right back.